Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Carl Lam with a look at your forecast. It's 11 a.m. and, well, we've got a lot to talk about, but not so much for the Denver metro area. It really is for areas as you head up toward the mountains, but we are going to kind of walk you through what to expect as we go through the day today. So let's take a look at Lookout Mountain. At this point, it is actually just a very calm day there, but again, there were rounds of snow. We're still tracking rounds of snow at this point, so certainly something to keep an eye on at this point, but at least right now it is dry in many spots. And here's a live look over Denver right now, and it's dry, it's comfortable, and at least the sun is out, but we do have more cloud cover working in today. We'll show you that coming up with Futurecast in just a little bit. But again, all of this will start to evolve as we go throughout the day today. But here are the headlines we're tracking. There is mountain snow for areas as you head on I-70 up towards Breckenridge, Frisco, over towards Vail, and that is just going to continue to be the case as we go through the next couple of days. It's really tonight all the way until Saturday, and then it's staying mild. We have a run at 60 degrees on Sunday as well. It should be a really nice weekend. Hopefully you have plans to enjoy it outdoors. Maybe that involves some hiking as well. And then it is cold as we go into next week. Temperatures will be taking a bit of a dip. It definitely feels more like a typical December and beginning of January situation instead of temperatures in the mid 50s, upper 50s, low 60s. So that's going to be the main difference that you'll notice, but a lot to kind of go through as we go through the next couple of days. So let's track what we're kind of keeping an eye on right now. Temperature's not all that bad. We're at 46 in Denver, 46 in Lyman, and 43 in Pueblo, and 32 in Eagle, 33 in Leadville, Nederland, Ward, Kremling. Very similar conditions there. And it's a little cooler up towards Fort Collins and Greeley this morning. But all in all, I would say temperatures still running above where they should be for this time of year. I mean, we're above our average daytime high already, and it's, again, 11:03. So we have already made kind of leaps and bounds of progress so far today, but where are highs headed? Well, the Front Range and Eastern Plains, you've got temperatures getting up into the upper 40s to low, even mid 50s in many areas. So Yuma County, Kit Carson County, you're going to be checking into the low 50s today as you head out towards areas like Winter Park, Steamboat Springs, where there is snow that will be actively falling. Those temperatures are very favorable for that accumulation to actually happen. So that's good news there. But as you head up towards Salida and Saguache, it's very mild at that point as you get up into the low to mid 40s, and that's what we're expecting for today. Now, winter weather advisory, this is for areas around Steamboat Springs. This goes into effect at noon all the way until noon on Friday, where we could have 5 to 10 inches of snow here, and it's really the wind that's going to make it difficult travel because it's being blown around and reducing visibility as you're getting to your destination. So just keep that in mind. That would be the weather impact specifically for that region. But again, it's really all the snow that's going to be moving in that could be the bigger issue. So here's live radar showing us what to expect. This is just kind of all that broken up moisture that's trying to work its way into Colorado. Some of it more successful than others, and as it hits dry air, some areas just really aren't going to materialize in terms of how much snow actually kind of gets to the ground. But we're keeping an eye on what's happening on the western slope at this point out towards Grand Junction. We'll show you that in a second, but let's zoom in, show you the Denver metro area. It is very quiet. The clouds starting to move in a little bit, but I would say all in all, over towards Arvada, Aurora, Littleton, you've got really quiet conditions. Lakewood as well. In Golden, that's where we had quite a bit of rain yesterday, but not so much right now. So this is all just kind of calming down around the metro area. We take you a little further southeast, and this is where plenty of sunshine is, out towards areas like Kiowa and over towards Lyman, Kit Carson as well, and out towards Eads. That's where most of the sunshine is at this point, but clouds are kind of closing in. But we take you over toward the western slope and Grand Junction. If you're on I-70, just in that general area, that's where that snow continues to fall. It's pretty light in nature at this point. This does not look like a significant impact, but any amount of snow on the mountain passes is enough to make things pretty slick. Okay, so 24-hour rainfall from yesterday's event. We had about 3/4 of an inch in some spots, a little more in West Arvada. Lakewood picking up a solid amount. Golden just over 1/2 an inch. And here at 9 News, we got 2/100ths of an inch, so a very paltry amount. It really was just dependent on where you were yesterday. If you were in the foothills, that's where that rain was really just kind of cranking, and it was actually quite intense for a while. So definitely worth just mentioning how much rain fell yesterday, but some areas just got away with hardly anything. Let's show you what to expect Futurecast. It's hour by hour here as we go. Notice that if you're on the western slope, the high country areas, you are going to be picking up some snow as we go through the afternoon today. Now, new accumulations today are really, I would generally say within the 3 to 6 inch range, elevation dependent here, but out towards Aspen, out towards Telluride, a blast of snow headed your way. Now, as we go into the afternoon, some of that starts to dissipate, and then there's another round as we go into tonight too, and that's why up towards Steamboat Springs, that winter weather advisory has been posted. Out towards Grand Junction, again, another line of snow showers working their way through tonight. So travel will be a bit trickier right along I-70 again during the evening and overnight hours, so I'd certainly keep that in mind. But as we go through the day on Friday, that's when we're watching some of this snow to start to pick up, especially as we go through the overnight. That could grease up the roads, make them a bit slick, especially if they're not treated during the overnight hours. We take you into Friday morning, and again, just watching all of this, trying to work its way closer to Denver, just does not survive the trip down the mountains, and so we'll be left with a pretty decent day overall. And then as we take you just into Friday, here comes that another round of snow, and this one looks more promising in terms of what you would want out towards Durango, Telluride, Grand Junction, and more. So this will lead to, I would say, the more impactful accumulations. This one looks like it could bring 4 to 8 inches of snow there, and that is all just gold for the ski resorts. And so we'll take you into Friday evening. Again, travel could be just really difficult on I-70. I really focus on that. I don't think I-25 is really impacted very much by any of this at all, so that's not an issue there. But again, as we kind of focus on the fact that the mountain snow will start to accumulate even as we go into Saturday, it doesn't just kind of take a break. There's still some more that will roll through Aspen and up towards Steamboat Springs. So that's a lot of information. Let's talk about how much snow you could expect from this. And as we kind of just take you through Saturday and into Sunday, there could be, I would say, close to a foot in some spots over towards Vail and Breckenridge. You have the potential to pick up a sizable amount of snow there. Rocky Mountain National Park, closer to about 8 to 10 inches, and up towards Steamboat, you could have over a foot. But again, really concentrated in some key areas that really just need the snow, because the snowpack has not been all that impressive so far this season, as you would know if you're an avid skier. Now let's take you a little closer to the Denver metro area to show you what's actually happening. The clouds moving in this afternoon, and then we'll start to see that snow getting closer Winter Park over towards Frisco. But for us, it's just going to be the cloud cover that moves in. So I would say the afternoon definitely is cloudier across the urban corridor. Not so much sunshine breaking through, but all in all, it's still going to be a pleasant day. Temperatures are well above average. We take you into tonight, and there could be a few light rain showers that try and pop up for the eastern plains out towards Yuma, and that's really about it. We're not expecting much in the way of precipitation, but don't be surprised if some of that develops again for the eastern plains. We take you a little further into the evening, and again, some of that snow for areas like Estes Park down towards Nederland, certainly a possibility as we kind of work through the evening here. So forecast highs for today, or for Friday actually, we'll have temperatures again still into the low 50s. It's still a very warm stretch, and look at all those numbers. I mean, typically we'd be talking about knocking 10 to 15 degrees off of those highs for Friday, and that would be closer to where we should be for this time of year, but not the case. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. So again, chances for mountain snow even today, tomorrow, Saturday as well, and then a warm day for everybody on Sunday, and then we start to cool things down. It looks like we will have more winter-like weather as we go toward New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I would say New Year's Eve looks particularly cold at this point, just in terms of comparing it to where we've been so far this season, with temperatures likely closer to the upper 20s by the time the ball drop happens. So just keep that in mind if you're making those plans for New Year's Eve. That's a look at your forecast. We'll have more coming up on 9 News at noon.